There is technology now that you can use to suck carbon out of the atmosphere. You could neutralize the entire carbon footprint of the global economy.
As we look over not the next 50 years, but over the next 5 years, what's the thing that is feasible that if it happens, you say to yourself, you know what? I think my more optimistic trajectory, we might just meet it.
Well, I think the most important and easiest thing that can be done is to end subsidies for fossil fuels. There are estimates for how much of that is being going on globally that run as high as $5 trillion a year. And just to give you a sense of how much that is, there is technology now that you can use to suck carbon out of the atmosphere at a cost of $100 a ton. It has not been tested at scale. There are many, many complications about implementing it, but you could neutralize the entire carbon footprint of the global economy, which means we would continue acting exactly as we have been without adding any more carbon to the atmosphere at a cost of $3 trillion a year. So by some estimate, we're subsidizing fossil fuels more than would be needed to completely neutralize the entire carbon footprint of the economy.
And when you say subsidizing fossil fuels, you mean, for example, what?
Well, I mean, there are many, all around the world, many different forms. I mean, it's complicated to get...
I mean, avoiding, for example, treating them as public goods in terms of the damage they do to climate. I mean,
yeah,
carbon taxes, these sorts of things.
Yeah. But I think you can also spend that money on, research and development. There's, I think, a lot of reasonable thinking that, in fact, this is the most effective path that American policy could take, because anything that is developed in the U.S. can be used elsewhere around the world. This is one of the reasons, that solar and wind power have gotten so much cheaper around the world, is because of investments that were made in the stimulus package under Obama that really kickstarted a lot of development in that area. And I think there's much more R&D to do to continue making those technologies cheaper, but also to start developing what are called negative emissions technology, which are some of these approaches that can take carbon out of the atmosphere.
Yeah.